Where in the world is Errol Spence Jr.? I hear he's planning on his big, shocking comeback. This dude hasn't been in the ring for 2 years. 2 years. Hasn't been in the ring since the fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. A fight that many people thought that Errol Spence would dominate and win easily. Didn't happen. Told you guys, you better start listening to Jay Roos and the Jay Roos theory. But I don't understand this inactivity. If you fall off the horse, the best thing to do is get right back on the horse, because if you don't, that loss is going to linger in your mind and you're going to sit there doubting yourself and questioning yourself. And by the time you get back in the ring, your timing's probably going to be off. And I know he's going to have a training camp trying to get his timing together. But like I always say, training and being under the lights are two different things, homie. Stay active. Stay active. Even if you're fighting dudes on club level status, stay active, man. There's no reason to be out the loop for 2 years. And ain't he with the PBC? And they're known for having like one fight a year and all that. I don't understand, man. If you really like the sport, then don't you want to be a part of it? Because at some point you're going to retire. So why not just stay active, man? And that's the reason that I picked Terrence Crawford. One of the reasons I picked Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence was because he stays active. He lives like a fighter. He lives like a fighter. He's disciplined outside the ring. That makes all the difference. Discipline makes the difference. This is a disciplined sport, as you all know. And if you don't know, now you know. Hopefully Errol Spence is realizing that right now, because I've seen a couple pictures of him online, and I don't know how recent they are, but his face looks really full, so I don't know if he's training. I don't know if he's going up in weight. I don't know. APB, where is Errol Spence? Manny Pacquiao's talking about coming back. Vladimir Klitschko's talking about coming back. And that's my point. Once you retire, you're going to look back on these days and be like, man, I wish I had taken advantage of the moment. You don't want to end up 90 years old saying, man, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Handle your business while you're in the sport. We shouldn't have to look for you. Right after that loss, you should have got right back in the ring. You should have got right back in the ring. Even if your mind wasn't totally there, you should have just done it to show that you weren't that bothered. Well, you should be bothered after a loss, but you also want to show people that it didn't break you, is what I should say. The loss bothers you, but you learn from it, you move on, and you don't let the loss break you. When you stay out of the sport for 2 years, it looks like the loss broke you. Broke you like a number 2 pencil. Errol, every fighter that's not having, you should at least have 3 fights a year. Nowadays, that's rare, but you should have at least 3 fights a year. I don't care if you're a contender, pretender, or champion. 3 fights a year. Stay active. Stay in the public eye. Get your name out there. Endorsements will follow you. Companies will want to put their name behind your name. I just don't see the benefit, man. Now, if your heart's not in it, then get out the sport. If you really don't want to do it and you're just doing it because that's all you know to do, then it's time to exit stage left, because you don't want to stick around in a sport like boxing when you could get seriously hurt or worse. If you guys know where Errol Spence is, let me know. I hear he might be fighting that Barrios dude. There's talks of that. There's talks of Manny Pacquiao coming out of retirement to fight Barrios. But Errol, you're not done in my opinion. You're not done. You still have a lot of skills. There's still a lot of fighters you can beat. But you got to come back. You got to keep your confidence up. You got to keep your training regimen going. I don't want to hear about no alcohol. No going down the street at 100 miles an hour in sports cars. None of that. No loose living. Stay disciplined. Stay in the gym. And, why not fight Terrence Crawford again? Wasn't that in the contract? Yeah, matter of fact, what happened to that contract about a rematch with Terrence Crawford? That just seemed to fizzle out without much explanation, other than Errol Spence wasn't ready. I don't know, man. Where you at, Errol? Where you at, Errol? Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the J. Roos Theory over there too. The Cash App $J Roos 33. And if you want to become a member, bronze, silver, and gold, exclusive content. I think you'll like the things over there. Backup platform and WJ. Thanks for watching. The Most High Yah forever. Yeshua reigns supreme. And I just appreciate everybody that tunes in. Really do. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.